I'm presenting on Cladophora. So to start, Cladophora is part of the Empire Eukaryota, kingdom Plantae, phylum Chlorophyta, class Ubophyceae, order Cladophorales, and family Cladophoracea. So Cladophora was found first described by German phycologist Friedrich Kutzing in 1843. Cladophora basically means bearing branches. And today, or actually when he first described it, there was actually 1,000 recognized species, but today there's only 400 recognized species, with 9 that can be found in Hawaii. So some general features about Cladophora: it's multicellular, filamentous, exhibits branching, contains one or many chloroplasts. The pigment types are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, cyphoxanthin, siphonin, carotenoids, and other accessory pigments. It exhibits apical cell growth via turgor pressure, and it exhibits spore meiosis life history and an isomorphic alternation of generation. It also reproduces asexually via fragmentation. So the isomorphic alternation of generations for Cladophora starts with the haploid gametophyte phase. So in that phase, it undergoes mitosis and produces haploid gametes, biflagelate gametes, which fuse together to form a zygote. The zygote turns, the diploid zygote forms into a diploid sporophyte, which undergoes more mitosis to grow bigger. Eventually, it undergoes meiosis to form haploid spores, which eventually turn into the haploid life cycle, ending the haploid life cycle. So this paper that I found online from the Journal of Applied Polymer Science, titled "Cellulose from Cladophorales Green Algae, from Environmental Problem to High-Tech Composite Materials." Basically, the author was talking about how eutrophication leads to algal blooms, and how these algal blooms can be used towards producing commercial products. So some of the environmental and socioeconomic impacts that these Cladophora algae blooms cause, they form dense mats over the surface of the water. This reduces light and possibly leads to outcompetition of other algal species. When these dense algal mats die, they also sink to the ocean floor and get decomposed by bacteria. This decomposition reduces oxygen supply. The decomposing algae also washes ashore, causing foul smell and also promotes bacterial growth. This foul smell can also reduce tourism and reduce prices for real estate. So some uses that the author provided, he basically gave us some low cost, low profitability uses first. So this fertilizer and soil amendments was actually used in some cases, but was found to be have a low profitability, so it was actually not used anymore. Biofuel from Cladophora is also another use, but it is not commercially viable as macroalgae. It's also used as a protein source for herbivorous fish in developing countries where sources of food is scarce and labor is cheap. That's when these fish feed is implemented. One of the major uses that the author brought up was reinforcing polyurethane foams using cellulose. So actually, this Cladophora algae cellulose is an insoluble residue that's left behind after the removal of alginic acid. So basically, what they did was they used the algae cellulose in polyurethane foams to aid in structural strength, flexibility, biodegradability, and thermal resistance. It's also used as a filter medium in filter papers and in dialyzer membranes because the natural occurring fibers in Cladophora are actually the perfect diameter for filtering materials. And Cladophora is also used as a drug carrier. So what I mean by drug carrier is that they basically inject liquid pharmaceuticals such as nicotine into the cellulose of the Cladophora, and it's actually shown to protect against oxidative